If I could play Beyonce's Jealous as like the theme song of this video, that's what I would do. If Beyonce can be jealous, so can you, sis, okay?
I'm jealous of the rain.
Hey y'all, it's Jaila, aka JaiChanellie on the internet. Welcome back / to my channel if this is your first time here. This is a chit chat get ready with me, and honestly we're talking about something a little uncomfortable. We're going to be talking about jealousy, feeling jealous of other people, comparing yourself to others, and ways that we can move through that. I've definitely experienced this before, and I've experienced it a little more recently lately, so I want to just come to talk to y'all about it. If you're interested in this conversation and also this makeup beat, go ahead and keep on watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button and join all 17,000 of us over here. Okay, we lit. I'm bringing you hair, makeup, and lifestyle content on this channel. So again, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you can know anytime I'm posting a new video. All right, y'all. I already did my eyebrow, so we're going to go ahead and get straight into our eye look. Now, normally I would say this video is not about the makeup. It's about the conversation. But I do want to quickly highlight the palette that I'm going to use. This eyeshadow palette is called Genesis, and it is a collaboration between Midas Cosmetics and Drench Cosmetics, both Afro-Latina small-owned businesses. So I really did want to go ahead and highlight this palette. What it's looking like in the inside, it's very pretty. We love to see it. If you want to know any of the other makeup products I'm using, go ahead and check that description box. Let's get into it. When you're talking about jealousy and comparing yourself to others, these are things that are like emotions, feelings that have a bad reputation. Honestly, let's just keep it real. We are taught to avoid them. We're taught to have disdain for them. We view the people who express these feelings a certain way. Kind of reluctant to make this video, but at the same time, I'm working on my vulnerability. Okay, and I also know that a lot of people may also feel this way, so I do want to come on here and use this space to have this conversation. I have more recently been experiencing jealousy, but I'm definitely now at a place where I want to explore my feelings more rather than just kind of avoid it altogether as is prescribed. When I realized what was happening, because sometimes it's kind of hard to acknowledge what's happening to you and actually name it as jealousy or pinpoint it as jealousy. So let me just tell you what it started off as. I've been getting on social media and I've like been scrolling, and I'll find myself either avoiding certain people's content or I'll feel some type of way about like watching their content. And that is kind of how it manifested. It took me a while to like realize what I was doing. Like, why do I suddenly have an aversion to this person's content, which I enjoy? And then I realized, I think it's jealousy. And again, like I said, this is not the first time in my life that I felt jealous, and I know it's kind of hard for people to admit that, but I'm going to admit it to myself and admit it to y'all. Like, one of the older memories I have with jealousy, because I'm a sibling and I'm the older sibling, I've definitely felt jealous of my younger sibling before. Usually it's the way that our parents treated her versus treating me. Now, granted, this is all perspective, because I'm sure she could come and tell you that there are situations where she felt like I was the better treated one. More recent symptoms or bouts of jealousy would be jealousy towards certain influencers or different influencers with larger platforms than me. There's just a couple points I want to make, and the first one says jealousy isn't something to be ashamed of. And I know that we live in a society that tells us the very opposite of that. It tells us that being jealous is very wrong. It makes you bitter. It makes you mean. It makes you all of these things, which can be true but are not necessarily true. And I think that more than anything, those stereotypes of jealousy kind of block us from exploring the reasons that we're jealous in the first place and being able to work through that jealousy. So I've really just been trying to reframe the way I look at myself and the way that I move through my emotions, and really trying to remove shame and guilt from that equation. Now, that is not to say that I do not take accountability for situations in which I should feel some sort of guilt or some sort of shame, because I think, like jealousy, those are natural things to feel, that not things that we should harbor inside of ourselves, not things that we should harp on, but things that you have to like feel and then move through. So the next point I kind of wanted to make to myself is like, If you can't work around it, work through it. And if y'all feeling this same thing, you can let me know in the comment section, okay? Like, this gonna have to be a no judgment zone because I'm putting myself out there. I need y'all not to judge me, and I most certainly won't pass judgment on you. So again, feel free to comment with me in the comment section below, because I'm at a place where I recognize what it is and not just let it pass by happenstance, but I want to be really intentional about getting out of this state and being intentional about it so that I can note how I did it. In the event that it happens again, in the event that I experience jealousy again, I know how to work through it rather than just having it be a struggle for me every single time. Simba, can you not be so itchy? That is the reason in which I am not only just like putting a lot of thought into this process, but also documenting this feeling so that I have something to go to when I may feel these things again. And I'm like, okay, this is what worked for me last time. Let's try that. And you know, it may not work the next time, but it's better than starting from scratch every single time. Another point that I want to make to myself, which has been made plenty of times, is that comparison is the thief of joy. Absolutely 100% believe that. And I know that right now I'm being very comparative, and that is often where jealousy comes from for me. I've been uploading twice a week. But even though I'm uploading twice a week and being super consistent and posting shorts on YouTube and posting to my stories on YouTube and actively using my community tab, I'm not seeing the return on my investment, but I see it working for other people. I see other people's subscriber counts shooting up. I see them getting the views. Happy for them. Honestly, I could say like that is really cool. Like, and again, it's not like an envy in the sense of like, I don't want them to experience that because I'm not experiencing it. They're experiencing it. Why can't I experience it too? Like in addition to. So I'm not at a place where I want to take away someone's success or things like that. And I think that may be the difference between envy and jealousy. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if that's the real distinction between envy and jealousy. I will most definitely look it up and probably pop the definitions on the screen. So a couple other points that I wanted to make, but let me show you my eyes real quick. I feel like we just took that from 0 to 100 real quick. Okay, but let me go ahead and get started on my face because otherwise I'll just be talking forever. So the next kind of question that I really ask myself after I say like, when did this start happening? Why do you think it's happening? Like what triggers it, you know? Is like, how am I externalizing this jealousy? And this is the part where jealousy becomes other people's issues, is the way that we externalize it. Because a lot of times other people can pick up on it and it can be detrimental to people if it's targeted toward them. And I think I kind of already described it a little bit, but the way that I was able to pick up on it is because I was doing things that was like, that's kind of a hater move, you know? A lot of these people, first of all, don't know I exist. So I don't think it actually cause them any detriment or any harm. I'm viewing this person, but this person doesn't know I exist. It's not really hurting anybody but myself. So I do think in that regard, it is important to be able to check your jealousy ASAP so that it doesn't manifest into hurting people. Okay, so the last point that I wrote down and just like helping myself move through this jealousy and comparative stage is to refocus on myself, because jealousy takes a lot of energy away from yourself and towards other people, places, things. So I really had to think about the ways in which I was like giving other people more than I was giving myself. There are things that I can actively do. There are things that are in my locus of control that I can do to get the things that I see other people having that I say that I want. But for me, I think that I can achieve the things that I say I'm jealous of. So that's why I got my behind up and I turned on this camera and I start recording this video. Because if I say I want it, I can get it easy. I can get it. I'm not talking to myself condescendingly. I'm just literally saying like, you can want this thing or you can actively work towards it. Which one are you gonna do today? And sometimes it's, I don't have the energy to do it today. I've spent all my energy up. It's like, okay, but tomorrow you gotta refocus. You gotta recalibrate. Or next week, you gotta refocus, recalibrate. I think I'm gonna finish the rest of my face off camera. I just gotta add blush, highlighter, finish off my eyes, all those very boring things that you did not come to see because you came for the conversation, right? So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll come to y'all with a final look and probably some final thoughts. Okay, y'all, so this is the final look, and I did want to go ahead and share this resource with you. It is from Healthline, and the actual title of the article is 12 Ways to Let let go of jealousy. I will link this in my description box below. There are some of the things that it suggests is voicing your concerns, which we're doing right now. Talk to a trusted friend. Put a different spin on jealousy. Consider the full picture. Practice gratitude for what you have. Practice in the moment coping techniques. Explore underlying issues. Remember your own value. Practice mindfulness. Give it time, and talk to a therapist. I love those suggestions, and I will most definitely be practicing these, and I hope that you're able to implement them in your journey. I hope this helped you in whatever regard you needed to help you with, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, remember to hit that subscribe button. Also like this video so that YouTube can share with other people, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.